What's going on? What's up? 9:18 on a Saturday morning. Don't know what I'm going to be getting myself into today. Man, just sitting here chilling, trying to figure things out. But I got something on my mind at the moment. You talk about a nightmare. You want to know what woke me up? Man, what do I get myself into? Can't believe I forgot this. My second apartment that I moved out of back in like 2003. The summer of 2003. Out by the deck, the balcony, there was a storage closet. I think I forgot everything in it when I moved out. Crap! That was 19 years ago. 20 years ago. I think it might be a little bit too late to go back and try to get it. Some treasures you can never remember sometime, you know? Crap. Wonder where it all went. Ain't no way. First treasure of the day. Check this out, guys. Looks like we done found a necklace. Beautiful. Let's grab it. Really, though? Sometimes I don't prepare that well, you know? On the edge of things. It's about 45 right now. I decided not to wear the waders. But how am I going to find anything if I don't at least try to get in, you know? You know these waters are going to be a little bit on the frigid side. What a beautiful day. I know it's going to be getting cloudy within the next 20 or 30 minutes or something. But ladies and gentlemen, I haven't covered this side of the creek in about 5 or 6 months. Well, take that back. It was like late September, early October. But you know, we had that monumental flood that came through here and cleaned things up. Got about 15 feet high out here through this little tiny creek. Look how beautiful that is right there, though. Mid-January. Well, closer to late January, that is. Don't worry about that. Beautiful blue sky. It's going to be changing within, I'd say, an hour. Clouds have already rolled in. I was hoping I can find some major things today, but how am I going to find it if I don't get going, you know? Man, I mean, there could be some major things out here. But at the moment, I'm going to be a little bit sensitive to the frigid waters. You're going to say, you dumbass, you should have wore the waders. I know. Oh, you know, these things are going to be cold out here. The heck do I get myself into in heaven? Oh. The beavers don't seem to mind it, you know. They don't. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Oh, that's cold. It's going to take a couple of hours to get used to that. But if I find at least one, you know, this is GA. It's not likely to find more than one intact one out here. So why the heck did I even come out, though? Because it's GA. That's the beauty of it. Plus, I'm in the mood to look for some crystals. Some petrified wood, you know. If that is what it is, you know. Let's hope I can find some major things. It's always slim pickings on this side of the creek, though. It is. It's extremely slim pickings. But something major happened out here a long time ago. And I'm talking about millions of years ago. Something happened out here. Maybe even 10,000, 15,000, 30,000. If this is petrified wood, and a place where I found paleo, a place where I found fossilized bones, vertebrae to mammals, then something major happened out here. And that's time itself. Let me go ahead and get started. Try to zoom through here as quickly as possible before the sun sets at 5:30. Who knows what we might find besides the cold. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I'm so glad I came out today. I've only been out here for like 10 minutes. A little bit after 12 noon, got out here a little bit late. Of course I did, sitting in that vehicle trying to make a decision. Boy. So glad I came out today. I mean, look how pretty it is out here. In many respects, this beats sitting in the house, even though I can create that art, catch up on some things. But that's what they like to hear out here. When you come out and say how beautiful it is. I wonder if I unplug the headsets, will somebody chime in and say, I am so loved, I'm Africa. I know you're Africa too. I know you're Antarctica. You are the all. I know that for a fact. Always got to say how beautiful it is, though. How pretty it is out here. No matter if we find anything or not. We're supposed to see it and find it. Along with many other things, I hope. That's just part of the package. But if it wasn't for me coming out to look and try to find it, it would have never been found or understood. It's almost like they left out the major pieces of my desires when it comes to the ancient history as a token for me to find something else. And now they don't leave them out at all anymore. Monticello. I told you. You know something's up when I set the jug down. Or, now these days it's going to be the dang bottle. Thanks to that skeletal fluorosis. Man, what a mistake in drinking that human water, though. I knew I was going to find one eventually, but it's not what you think. It was what I was talking about earlier. I knew it. The only creek I find terminated crystals in. Well, this one's rubbed down like you would never believe, but still. Add the piece of ice to the pocket. I guess they're trying to point us to an idea that something out here had to do with the Ice Age. The only creek I ever find, ice. And this is it. Man, another one. A little bit ashy, but still. Add it to the pocket. Well, what a shame. No major ancient history in that one. And that, my friends, was a very nice gravel bore right here. A nice catch, a nice filter, that is. Dang.
When are they ever going to come back? I was hoping 2023 would. Well, don't get me wrong, you know, it started off promising. This is only like my third or fourth time out this year, and we're not even through the month of January yet. Time to get back in. Can't go on an adventure without finding one of these things right here. Piece of an old dish. It's almost like, you know, that one channel that I've watched every single video. What is that called? Clegg's Adventures? You know, he's got the checklist. He's got the, you know, the little game, like the bingo game. You can mark this one off the list. And something else too. Not exactly what I'm desiring at the moment, but still. Gotta take a look at it, see if it's done. Oh. Would you look at that? And it is done. Add that one to the pocket. Beautiful. I know it's been a couple weeks since that last monumental flood that they had out here. Looks like everything is still stabilized. That was placed out here, you know, for us to take a deeper look at. Uh-oh, it's starting to get a little bit cloudy now. The clouds are starting to roll up in here. Let's hope it traps a little bit of the warm air, you know. I know that's just going to make it more difficult to look in the water. All you're going to see is the reflection of the white sky, nothing else. But we don't have that long to cover. It's just going to take a while to cover it all. Oh, look at that. There's one thing about the cold water though. It likes to, it's like it freezes the brain. You know, it's so cold that it kind of keeps your brain from working. And the only thing I could think about is jumping out of the water. That's it. What's this thing right here? That looks pretty dang cool. Well, it is cool. Oh, look at that. That's weird looking. That's cool. Architectural. Well, so far, the only truth out here is the fact that if I stay in the waters long enough and the feet go numb, I can't feel it, right? You guys crazy. Just like when I was talking about earlier, when it comes to this little hobby, when it comes to the state of GA, one thing that makes it so great is that when you find that one or two in the state of GA, that one single day, the more enjoyable it is. It's like the anticipation just keeps building. It's not like Missouri and Kentucky and all the other places where you walk out in a gravel bar like this, you find 7 intact ones the size of your left hand. In GA, you got to go through 15 of these gravel bars just to find a broken one, or maybe an intact one. But that's when the joy gets skyrocketed in the soul. Wonder when that first one's going to come, though. The first one of the day, that is. Of course. Just my Georgia style luck. Nothing. And that was the best one so far today. Not a dang thing. On to the next one. But the odds of me finding one in this one are the same as the Falcons having a chance to win the Super Bowl within the next 100 years. Slim to none. But if I did find one, let's hope that's a good sign that they will win the Super Bowl really quickly, you know. Hey, look, a modern smoking device. I think I'll just add this to the bank. Let it be found later. Much later. Here it comes right here. The world famous clouds. You know, I was cutting up with one of my coworkers about 2 years ago. And I said something to him that I hoped that he would catch when it came to the phrase of it all. I knew one of my coworkers at this time was not a sports fan, so for this guy to know anything about sports really was nothing. The knowledge was nothing at all when it came to this guy. So I went to his desk one day and I said, what are the odds of the Falcons winning the World Series this year? You heard what I just said. Perfect triangle. About dang time. Add it to the memory stash. But I asked him, I was like, hey, what are the odds of the Falcons winning the World Series this year? Falcons don't play in baseball. They don't play baseball, they play football. It's the Super Bowl. And he kind of gave me this look and he was like, oh, I don't know. I was like, come on, man. The Falcons are an NFL team. They're not an MLB team. It's virtually impossible for the Falcons to win the World Series. Just a prank. But think about that, though. Nothing's impossible. We all know that for a fact, don't we? Nothing's impossible. So the odds of the Falcons winning World Series in baseball, to be honest with you, can actually happen. All they got to do is just train. Play a little bit of baseball. And they'll have that chance. Could you imagine that? Falcons training themselves to play the game of baseball. And they win the World Series. As a football team. But they're baseball players. And they're like Deion Sanders, Bo Jackson. A couple of other ones. Yeah. But I'd hate to say it, though. I mean, come on now. You got to think about this. I still can't get over the Super Bowl loss to the Patriots, you know. I don't think we'll ever get over that. I mean, if you got a lead like that in the fourth quarter, 28-3, whatever it was. If you got a lead like that in the fourth quarter and you lose, I'd hate to say it, but I don't think you would ever have a chance to win any kind of Super Bowl. I don't want to say this either, but it's almost as if you should have just packed up and left town, you know. Moved the franchise to another city. That was a devastation for the city of Atlanta. It was. You talk about devastating. Something we'll never get over. I mean, even if you made it to another Super Bowl, another 5. If you had a 40-point lead in the fourth quarter with 2 minutes left, as the Falcons, having a lead. If you had that kind of lead in the fourth quarter with like 2 minutes left, 2-minute warning, whatever, the odds of you pulling it out and winning are slim to none because of that game, because of that Super Bowl against the Patriots. Man, you definitely have a lot to prove for now on. You do. First things first, you got to make it back to the big game before you have that chance. But even if you had a big lead, the odds of you blowing it are much higher now. I've been holding that idea back for the longest time since the big loss. I don't know if I should say, let's hope it never happens again. Oh well, at least I'm still happy that I came out today. Nothing in those 2 gravel bars right there. Oh, check this out. Cool. I know I'm like a kid at heart. It's Saturday. What's that? It's red. But that's blue. That's a cool looking item right here. Definitely going to be adding this to the pocket. Look at that. It's our color. Dang. Need to invest in some more creek walking boots. Had to donate mine to the dumpster last year when I got the new creek walking shoes. That is a cool object right there. Very nice indeed. A bunch of modern stuff so far today. But check out this rock that I found. Look at that weird looking rock. What a boring video. That's cool right there though. No, I'm not going to take another one of their rocks. I think I've collected enough over the years. I know I have a couple in my pocket. I do. Especially the crystal. We'll just keep that between us. Check it out. I'm almost afraid to look. I don't want to waste my energy in my back just to try to pull something out. It's quite large, though I don't know if it's a seat cushion. I bet it's a seat cushion. To somebody's lawn chair. That's definitely got to be what it is. I can see it bobbing up and down. It looks like it's got some fabric on it, though. Watch this. Oh, yeah, it's plastic. Hold on. Time to stress the back. Probably to a cooler. Dang, that's a big thing right there. Huh. It's a top to something. There goes the hinge. Now, if I leave it right here, how long is it going to take the waters to wash that thing out? I guess we'll find out later. Don't forget, every spot is an opportunity. I'm on the peninsula. The rock bar in the middle of the water, right here. Deep on both sides. Boy, look at that strange looking piece of sandstone. That's cool looking though. Looks almost like it's got some green in it. Very nice indeed. Cool. Even cooler. Let's go ahead and cross it and try to pass another challenge for today. Boy. Oh, actually, it isn't going to be that bad. You just got to see it at a different perspective to find the truth. To try to find a way out of it. around it. Easy. Hope you like my fake acting. I remember all these years I used to climb under here. Or have to at least. Now we can just climb along the side. What you know about that? There's something with an edge on it, but it's just a rock. Yep, just a rock. Look at that, man. Dang. Only thing so far today, it looked like it could have been an artifact. Welcome to GA. Dang, that looks pretty deep. Am I gonna risk it? I always risk it, really. I mean, not every time, but, close to it. Better get a move on. It's like 1:39 right now. Got like 3.5 hours before we got to start headed back. Ooh, beautiful. Cool. I know nothing yet. Nothing yet that's historic. At least there's one extra modern thing I get to add to the pocket. If it withstands the test of time. Backyard design. What the heck is that? Some kind of sticker? That's cool though. Truth about the laws of nature. How they like to design the backyard. With all the helpers, no. The animals. If only you saw it like that. Add it to the pocket. Weird looking rock. That's cool. Every place is an opportunity for anything, though. Not even a shard of Native American pottery yet. That's cool. Little washout. What the heck is that? That's a cool looking rock. One thing I'd really like to find would be a black or red or orange one. I'm not really in the mood to find the white one yet. Because most likely the white quartz piece is just going to be small and broken. The more ancient pieces are going to be made out of the black chert, black flint, whatever. Same thing with the red. Same thing with the orange and yellow. Those are going to be the larger, more intact pieces. Ain't no way I'm going to be getting to that thing. Whatever it is, I'll leave it to your imagination. Check it out. There's a burn layer right on top of that layer right there. That joker goes for at least 25 feet. Another good find for today. What a boring video. I don't know if this is going to be worth recovering or not. Definitely going to be filling up a hand or even a pocket. nature did to it, though. Yeah, that's cool. Let me go ahead and keep that. Very nice indeed. They arterized the crap out of it. Look at that. Heck yeah. Welcome to heaven. Talk about arterizing the crap out of something. You got two things right here. Very cool indeed. But that's not the best thing I hear so far. Check that out. Look what the beavers did to this thing. That is one masterpiece right here. Look at that thing. You talk about ancient. Too bad I can't add that to the pocket. Look at that. I don't even have a chainsaw. That's definitely worth recovering if I had one out here. But it belongs out here. In the best museum in the world. The outdoors. Dang. They did that one right. I don't know. I'm looking. Feels like I'm getting close to something major. I'm not really sure. It's like I'm not meant to go any further. Like the further I go, the more likely I'm going to find what needs to be found today. I mean, this one little gravel bar, I've had 2 major accidents. No, I'm not talking about, messing up my pants or anything. It's almost like they're trying to keep me from going further. Beautiful lines. Cross, X marks the spot. I'm looking. Well, in this one gravel bar, yeah, I fell and got a stick to the eye. I think it's swelling up. No, it's not really funny. It's not really funny. I actually came close to going blind in the right eye. That was not fun. You talk about a scare of a lifetime. Cool, it's got green in it. But then something else happened. Second I stepped down here, somebody ripped the phone out of the pocket. And dropped it in the water. It's almost like they're trying to play games out here to try to keep me from going even further. It's like there's something out here that they know I'm going to find. Maybe they don't want me to find it. Could be an ancient piece. Could be a lot of truth about something out here. Don't know until I keep on going. Some of the time I don't even know why I do this thing. Just looking at a bunch of rocks. Ooh, yeah, the right eyelid is starting to burn on the outside. I guess there's a major scratch on it or something. Not to mention that, when the stick hit me in the eye, you can hear like this nasty, like liquidy sound, Good thing it didn't penetrate anything. That's not the only time it happened. That at least happens to me at least twice a year. Man. Wonder what they're trying to keep me from finding. But I haven't found anything all day that's major. I can't believe it took that long. At least I found my goal for the day. Closest thing I'm going to get to an artifact. Man. Tiniest thing out here, really. Welcome to GA. Just one a day. Probably busted. Don't know if that's the top or the bottom. At least it's a little bit intact. Johnny. Thanks for that one. Add it to the stash. Last opportunity's up in here. Clock is ticking. Only got about an hour and a half to find something else. Let's hope whatever it is going to be out here. I'm going to say what I said earlier. I'm so glad I decided to come out today. It's been sunny the majority of the day. And I would have been angry if I stayed in. Beautiful. So glad I came out today, even though I haven't collected much of anything when it comes to the major historic stuff. Maybe it's still out here. Maybe I'll find it later. Was hoping later would be today. Someone's trying to tell us something. The signs are in the lines. The beavers are trying to tell us not to give up, because they don't give up trying to build their dams. And the next flood might come through next week. Maybe even tomorrow. 90% chance of rain from 10 p.m. tonight till 7 p.m. tomorrow. And this might be going. Wonder if that is a sign for us to keep on going. That we should keep trying and not give up, you know. I see a crap load of triangles in that one, in that formation. Huh. Even a flower of life. Ah, check that out. Flower of life petal. All-seeing eye. Wonder what they're trying to tell us. I came all the way out here for this. Try to follow their language to keep on going. Man. Top and the bottom is busted off. Just the midsection. Not fair. Would have been 5 inches long. Where's the rest of it? Can't believe I came all the way out here for this. Fully intact. Not even a chip. Beautiful. Thanks for that one. See you back at the studio. At least I found a plate fully intact. Let's go ahead and empty out the bags and see what we collected today. Not a bad day, really. It was quite fun, actually. Knowing that it's wintertime. I mean, if I had a day like this in the summer or something, it probably wouldn't have been that enjoyable, even though it would have been warm outside. But this is quite all right, especially when it gets dark that early. Found exactly what I was expecting to find, really. Even the gold. Been finding a lot of gold lately. Very cool. I think this spelled out something. Where's the rest of it, though? I mean, that was like an A. Maybe a number 4. Dang, did we ever find a lot of gold today? Can't stop looking at it because it's so beautiful. Check that out. Yeah. Little cup. Definitely recoverable. But to be honest with you, I don't know why I collect half the stuff I find anyway. I guess it's just better to get it out of there instead of leave it. Very cool indeed. Yeah. Clean it up, do something else with it later. Just use it for storage maybe. Another piece of metal for the stash, for sure. Found this cool little boot. Hey, it's even metallic. A lot of metallic things today. Don't even know what it went to. At least it's something, right? GA. Now imagine if this thing was fully intact, whatever the heck it was. The string came out. Don't know what happened to it. Oh, it is one of those. I can tell exactly what this thing is. Yeah. It's one of those pins that you buy at the smoke shops and all. It's exactly what this thing was. Where's the charging part at the bottom? I think that's the light that comes with it. Yeah. Cool little piece of china.
crystal clear. Very cool indeed. Love finding those things. Just like these. Got big plans for the turtle shells. Well, the exterior of them. Because you can see through them. They're transparent, semi-transparent. I got big plans for those. I'm about to get ready to start making it. Same thing with this kind of material here. The plastic bag that has been natribulated. The pile is getting thick. I mean, look at that. Talk about getting thick. That one's just right. Yeah. Other things too, you probably already saw. Some things you didn't see. Don't know what that is. It just looks cool. Yeah. Have no clue what that thing is. But we know what this is. A necklace. And we know what this is. And you know what? The more I look at this, the more I realize is that this thing is fully intact. Well, a couple of chips on it. Like right here. But the bottom has been napped. That is not busted. So what is it? That's my question. Just a bird point? Maybe it's just some kind of tiny scraper. The way they napped off the bottom. But that thing could be very ancient. This piece. That is the tip. I actually thought this was a tiny Clovis. Or what they call a Jeff, maybe? Could be transitional paleo. Don't know until I look it up. But we actually found one perfectly intact today. Well, 93% perfectly intact. Smallest one I've ever recovered out there in that creek. After all these years, the smallest one. Hope you enjoyed a little adventure. I know I sure did. Not bad at all, really. See you in the next video.